As I look at the sky, I wanna fly, 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 fly to a brighter day where people are not rude and are kind to those who are new. Fly. I want to fly to a place where I can relate and contemplate those that are great. Run me up the negativity and the suppression of economic inequality. Equality seems to be a fallacy in the world I see. See, money, get you to the honey. Money. No more God it seems if money is your God. But what is the value of the soul when you are told it is worth more than you and gold? Fly, fly. Can't wait to fly. Hey, way to a place where kindness and kindness abound. Where it is a sin to have a frown or call someone a clown. Until then I pray and pray and pray that this dream becomes a reality. As I look at the sky, I wanna fly, 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 fly away to a brighter day where people are not rude and are kind to those who are new. Fly away, I want to fly to a place where I can relate and don't convey thoughts that are great. Rid me of the negativity and the suppression of economic inequality. Equality seems to be a fallacy in the world I see. From what I see, money get you to the honey. No more God it seems if money is your God. But what is the value of the soul when you are told it is worth more than you and gold? Fly, fly. Can't wait to fly all way to a place where kindness and kindness abound. Where it is a sin to have a frown or call someone a clown. Until then I pray and pray and pray that this dream becomes a reality. Fly, fly away, 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 fly away,
All right, what's going on, everybody? Y'all miss me? I'm just playing. I know y'all didn't miss me. But hello, thank y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all being here. Y'all could be anywhere in the world. Y'all chose to be here, so I'm truly grateful and thankful. Let's start this thing off right. Please thumbs up the live. It'll be tremendously appreciated. Just that's all I'm asking for you to thumb up the live. Thumb up. Y'all go anywhere. Y'all push open the door instead of pushing open the door. I ask y'all to just thumbs up the live. What's up, Cosmic Girl? How you doing? You say happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you too. What's up, the Tats? How you doing? Thank you for being here. Diva D says, hey, hey. What's up, Diva D? How you doing? Rennie, what's going on, Rennie? Good to see you, Rennie T. All right, you said that's smooth? Yeah, I know. I'm smooth like that. I be popping out them hits. Um, even though it's about flagging. What you talking about, girl? It's not about flagging, girl. That song ain't about flagging. Is that what you mean? What's up, Nessa A? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Good to see you, girl. Brandy T, we about to have a discussion. What's up, Ron P? How you doing? Good to see you. Managing the mess with the rest. Um, Let me see who else is in here. Okay. So y'all, that's one of my new creations called Fly. It ain't about no flagging. It's called Fly. It's called I just made that song because I just wanted to fly away where people were not rude. Okay. Where people were not rude. Where people I talked about, if you listen to the lyrics of the song, I talked about respect. I talked about, everything being about money being more valuable than the value of the soul and even the dollar or something or gold, excuse me, more even valuable than gold. So I just talk about just wanting to fly away because I think at that time, no, it said fly away. It's not about flagging at all. But if you stay tuned, I do have a beef inspired song that's called "Up in My Face." It's a little bop. It's a little bop, but it's about what's going on. It's mainly geared towards the women. And the reason why I have it geared towards women because a lot of the women play in each other's faces, and a lot of the words that I speak on about jealousy, watching each other's money, and all that, I kind of deal with the women, and then the women be sharing each other's business. So when y'all listen to that song that I got coming up in my face, pay attention to the lyrics of the song because it was really geared towards what I was seeing in the beef sector dealing with the women. So when y'all hear that song, it's the beat is okay, but pay attention to the lyrics because the lyrics got a lot of what's going on. It's not specific to anybody or anything. It also is in relation to what's going on in the real world. You got a girlfriend, she all up in your face, she think you cool, but she really playing you for the fool. So she's telling your business from coast to coast, doing the most. So just pay attention to the lyrics of the song. And you like, damn, he got a point there. So just that's what we got coming up in the broadcast. All right, so let's get into it. If you want to be a supporter of the show, feel free to do so at $ Sir King Crowd because I bring you news that you can use, but also dealing with the rest, that's a complete hot mess. All right, let's start with why I've been offline. Y'all, I've been dealing with this phone situation. I told you that last time. My phone dropped on the ground. Mind you, that phone was a good phone, lasted about 3, 4 years. Really didn't have no issues with it. It was in the shop being repaired. But the holiday really messed me up. New Year's really, child. Well, because we greet people. What's up, Dimples? Okay. Uh, anyway, um, yeah. So I didn't have a phone for New Year's. I didn't have nothing like that. The guy told me, "Oh, the part will be here next day." I knew he was lying. So go there. Didn't have my stuff, so I was really offline. I'm sure a lot of people wish me Happy New Year, but I didn't get it. Um, so that's part two of the situation, child. Let me tell you something, and this is not a racist thing. This is just a matter of fact thing. We got to do better in our community. We got to do better in our community. No, he wasn't Indian. We have to do better in our community, y'all. So while I'm searching for a phone, I'm searching on who could do it and da 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 da. I'm not going into the details because Dimples like the docs. Um, so I said, okay, let me go to a place in my community. Some said, take your ass on somewhere else, but I was pressed for time. I was pressed for time, and I said, I need to change my ways of like being superficial, maybe a little bit when it comes to things like that. I like to go where I know where the best is going to be. And they always say give our people opportunity, but our people always fucking shit up. I hate to be so blunt, but this is what you gonna be. What I mean by fucking shit up. So I go to the place, right? The guy, I said, hey, this is what happened. What can I do? How can you assist me? First of all, your appearance is very fucking key. But did not want to discriminate because I was in dire situation. I was pressed for time. The motherfucker had a bonnet on his head. He had a bonnet on his damn head. I knew that was strike number one. Then he come walking like dragging his feet on the floor. I didn't even want to know if he had kind of slippers on or what. I said, "Oh hell no!" Now this would make it very the kicker for me. The motherfucker drinking an Arizona iced tea out of that can and had the nerve to burp while he was at the counter dealing with my situation and go, oh, sorry. Oh my God. Oh my God. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Is this? And I looked at all of them in the store and I was like, I looked at all of them. I just looked in my head. I said, damn, ain't nobody older that I can sit up there and want to like express my grievance to because they were all younger. And I said, you know what, we fucked up. If there is acceptable in the damn business, I'm there to pay you. I'm there to give you and help you money. We are messed up. So then he gets me, yo. The phone that I'm looking for, he made me think he got it. Then when they go, everything we sitting up there, he can't get into the system. This ain't working, that ain't working, da 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 da. People coming in, people coming out, trying to get him. I say, da da. He then tells me, "Oh, we don't have the phone." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Oh yeah, go over to this store, the store I should have took my ass to, right? Oh, we don't have it. Go over to the other store." I was like, "You gotta be fucking joking." I do, and then he smelled like a hint of caca and weed. On top of all that, I said, "What is that fucking smell?" But it was faint. It smelled like caca and weed. I'm like, "Oh, mind you, I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta get back online and I'm pressed for time." All right. So I go over to the other store he told me to go to. They're like, "Oh, have a seat." These motherfuckers up in here taking their sweet ass time. So I go to the other store, like, race across town. They taking their okay. Go there, whatever. All right. I know the layout. I know where to park, all that. Right. I still got some time. I go in there. They taking their sweet ass time. I was like, damn. Do I have a sign that says "Do not service me" or what? They taking their time. They. So I get up, go. I have to handle my business, whatever. So I'm rushing because now I'm going back to the place the guy told me to because he says that they have this phone in inventory. Go there, go before they close. Oh, what's your name, sir? Da, 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 da. Have a seat. Swear you not. I'm sitting there about 15 motherfucking minutes. The guy's like, yeah, we don't have that phone. I'm like, what? Yeah, we don't have that phone. I said they told me to come over here. They said you haven't. Yeah, sir. They don't have that phone. I'm sorry, we don't have that phone. Oh, and then this one I think he was not. Oh, we got a shipment, and the shipment had all the screens were cracked. You tell me all the screens of the phone were cracked and stuff that came prepackaged in a box. I said, why the fuck you got me? And he asked when I came in what I was there for. I told him the model number of the phone. So you got me sitting here 20 damn minutes on a weekend when you know you don't have the phone. You don't have the phone. I'm like, are you joking me? Mind you, all right, whatever. The day's over. Still ain't got my issue resolved. So I get on home, call customer service. No, do I call? No, I don't. No, I save that for the next day. Get on the phone, call customer service, say da 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 da, ask them all the questions I need to ask them. Then I plot out what I gotta do. Now, mind you, I said I gotta go where the white folks at. I gotta go where the white folks at. This is a situation that I give in the inner city, whatever, the urban areas a chance. No more. I'm not stupid. I went over to the white folks. Boy, let me tell you something. The vibe, the professionalism was on point, but it ain't over. So the boy, I mean, someone call him boy because he was a young man, but he was a boy. He's like, "Oh, sir, how can I help you?" I tell him my situation. "Oh, I'm new here." I'm like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "Can I get a break? Can I get a break?" So I said, "Do you have the phone?" They finally have to wait, and I had to wait. Y'all, this was a 2.5 hour ordeal. in one day. It's only really 8 hours to 12 hours in a damn day if you're not calling it night. Go. He can't help me. So since he can't help me, there's only two other people, and they busy with people, right? Mind you, I don't mind. Wait. So finally, they come to me, they assist me, da da da. But their system ain't working right. I'm like, are you joking me? Are you what in the hell? So they system, we trying, but the system, the way you want to do it, da, 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 da. Y'all. So I finally get the phone. Finally get the phone. Get the phone, get home, set it up. No, we set it up in the store. I wasn't having none technical issues. That you get home, we set it up in the store. I said, great, everything worked out. Great. Get home. I was like, what the fuck? With this phone? The phone is slow. It can't move like I move. You know what I mean? I be doing stuff on my phone that I need like a real up to speed phone. So y'all, that was subpar. So I had to go back to the white people, okay, the white side of town, and said, hey, this is what I need to do. Now, mind you, I called customer care before I went back, so I knew what I could do and I knew what I couldn't do. I said, hey, this is what I want. Oh, no, sir, you can't do that. You need to call customer care. I'm like, okay, we're not playing this game today. So I said, no offense to you, and no offense to you. I want to work with her because she's the one that helped me yesterday. So I went straight over to the lady. She was helping some people, and then she started putting stuff on us. I said, ma'am, I need to work with you because you helped me yesterday, and we need to get this done. And she's like, oh, no problem, sir. So then, no corn chips, no Arizona iced tea, and no damn bonnets. Okay, professional, and she was fine. Girl was fine. She had a wedding ring on her phone on her finger though. Then her boyfriend called. How I know her boyfriend called because the girl that was helping me. She left her phone on the counter, and she said to the other girl that's working there, "Who called on my phone? Oh, your boyfriend." But that girl was fine. Ooh, she had somebody taking care of her though because her lips were done. Her lips were done, and I don't know if she got a boob job or whatever. But she let me just say the woman was well maintained. Let me just say that the woman was well maintained and she had a nice ring. I don't know if that because they had like gold and then the band was like oh I guess it was diamond. I don't know. You could fool me. I'm not a diamond specialist or it could be cubic or zirconia, but I think it was diamond. But the girl was bad though. Breath was on point. Because breath was on point. She didn't have no bad breath. She was patient. She was trying to get to the money though. She was upselling me. I'm not gonna tell you what she upsold me to, but she upsold me. But I appreciate her helping me. And she's like, "Look, we're gonna take care of you." She's like, "I don't even know why they recommended that phone anyway." Well, I said that phone was what they advertised, but she's like, "No, no, no, no. This is the phone you need." And da 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 da. And it'll get it's one of the best phones. She said it came out last year. I said, "Listen, this is what I want. This is what I'm tired of the phone glitching every time I try to do something." And she said, "No, no, no, no problem. I understand it. I'm gonna hook you up with a discount. Da, 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 and look at this, and then you could be entitled to get this gift card." I was like, let's do this. I was like, come on now. We sat at the table like we was at a picnic table back in the day when I was with Brianna virtually, but we sat at the real table. This was a real fine woman. This was let me tell you that they were fine. But I'm about business. I don't mix business with pleasure. And she rectified the situation so well. She was like, "Hey, I said, hey, you put everything together. You put in the SIM card. You put in all that. You do all that because I don't want to be walking out here and have an issue have to come back." So she said, "No, no, 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 no problem. I'm gonna do everything for you." Da, da, da. And I said that I felt like so compelled to like even go back to like give her a card or something. But I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna do that because I ain't trying to like insinuate nothing. I know how people could be in the workplace, but I just know in that part of town, if you mess with the white folks gonna make your life hell. So I do like they have that kind of mindset. It's about business, and even though the people may come in with entitled attitudes, at the end of the day, it's about what you sold. And I was buying something, and I was increasing their business. Okay, so that's what I want to say. That's why, and that was a 3-day ordeal, y'all. That was a 3-day, and then I had to run around town to get a damn case. Okay, I had to run around and get a damn case, and that wasn't too bad, but because I didn't want to go through that situation again with the damn phone. So that's the situation why I've been um MIA now. Whew. So let's see. Let me see what y'all saying. Thank you for listening to my long ordeal. Okay. Oh, because it definitely was. What's up, Tehran? How you doing? Good to see you. What's up, Sharona B? No, Rennie T, no. No, I ain't ever doing Metro again because they be sitting up there trying to put limitations on what you could do and what you could download and all this shit and all that. Oh my God, I tried Metro. I said, oh, hell to the no, no. Yes, the tax. We were close. I saw all that. I mean, I spent 2.5 hours with this lady. So I was observing everything. We sat side by side. Obviously, she sat side by side to get my money, but honey, I was sitting up there. I was looking at everything. I was looking at I'm trying to be respectful, but I was looking at the back and the front. I mean, the back looked natural. Okay, I'm just saying the back looked good. Let me tell you something. Let me tell. Ooh, we gonna get to the gym in a minute. Now, I don't know if that lady was wearing helium booty pads or blow up pads, but that lady had a big old butt that did not belong to her. She need to give that back to the person or the doctor that she got that from. But we'll get into that in a minute. But yeah, that's my oh Lord, you create another damn troll page to come in here. You sure like me. I'm not gonna block you because that's dedication, child. That's dedication. You got third. I blocked two of them pages, and now you back again. I literally just had the same thing happen to me not too long. It's listen, Philly T, it's a mess. It's an absolute mess. Like, let me tell y'all something. Please back up y'all information. And they have it now where I'm sure you could transfer it over quickly, but make sure you back up your stuff. Make sure you because I was patient, but I knew if I enter Monday without my phone fixed, I'm gonna start losing money. So I said, "Oh no, I know people reaching out to me already." So yeah, make sure you have backup your phone. Just do it. It's gonna save you a lot of issues. And if I was you, shit, I would have a side phone so you can slip in that SIM card real quick, so you ain't gotta be worried. You ain't gotta be hostage to a phone like that, like I was. Unlock the phone. Let it be unlocked too. All right, yeah, but it's nerve wracking, Philly T. It is nerve wracking. Okay. All right. Okay. So that's that. Child, let me tell you something. I can't use that. I used to have my agenda. I was ready to do the agenda, but since I got a new phone, which I did the agenda on, they changed that program because sometimes you got to download these apps all over again. Whatever, child. All right, so the gym went to the gym today. We had a damn my boy, my trainer, because I was thinking about dropping my trainer, but my trainer pushed me today, boy. He pushed me today. Like they had, like I said, that woman over there, at that gym, she had a booty that did not fit her. That booty was too damn big, but it is what it is. But yeah, so my trainer, let me show you the picture, y'all. Not of the lady. I don't take no pictures of people unless they piss me the hell off. But so yeah, my trainer had me doing this today. Look at this. So look at that. He had me sitting up there lifting that damn tire. So pretty much, I wish some people from the B sector was in it because I had to throw that bad boy left and right. So pretty much what we had to do was you see them yellow things poles sticking out. So pretty much what he did was he put weights on them poles inside, and then I had to flip aside. He flip aside. Boy, let me tell you something. If you trying to tune or fine tune, what they call it, tone up your legs and your butt and your back, that's surely gonna get it. But yeah, we was in there putting that work today, boy. Woo! He had me falling out in front of the people. No, I didn't fall out, but I was sweating. Well, I was sweating. I was sweating today, but it felt good to get a good workout in. Because I have been playing basketball, but it's good to get that other kind of workout with the weights and stuff. So yeah, so that's that machine. And it's half a tire, and you flip it back and forth, and you put weights on it. So if you know it, you know it. If you don't, you don't. I wouldn't try to pick it up trying to stunt and don't know what the hell you're doing because you're gonna hurt yourself. So yeah. So we still trying to get fit in 2026. I ain't, I'm trying to do it the natural way. Okay. What's up, Black Pearl? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. All right. What's else? We want to talk about real quick. Moderna. Oh Lord, did I say Moderna? Maduro. Okay. I wanted to give my commentary about this. What's up, Michi Black? Let me tell you something. I told y'all before, what? It's about the oil. It wasn't about no damn drugs. Drugs is faded off to the side. As soon as they captured that man, we ain't hearing no more about no damn drugs. Okay, it was about oil. Trump pretty much said we gonna run the country, so that let you know what's up. They letting that lady that won the Nobel Peace Prize, um, you know, run it for right now. But she's just a puppet. And Trump was out here threatening her. If she don't get right, we gonna come back again and get you. Okay, but you got to think about the way the U.S. did that. That was kind of G. And what I mean was they came in and got your damn leader of your country came in, swooped out, and then that and you gone. I mean, and you gone. Swooped in, swooped out. That if you think about it, that's a G ass move. That's G, and that's sending a message to the rest of the world. Try it if you want to. Try if you just take a step back. Take it just a step back and think about somebody coming in and get somebody's president, not their vice president, not their secretary, not no major rich person in the country, but they came and got your leader, your leader. That's G. But we know what that all was. For what I heard was that he had just got done meeting with China the same day. So pretty much China and some other people were making plans to have them pay because right now, when you pay for gold, I mean not gold. So when you pay for oil, it has to be in the U.S. dollar, for what I heard. So they were about to enter an agreement where it could be bought in yuan or whatever that is, Chinese currency, and he was beginning to do this with other countries. I think even Russia. So they said that day that he met with China, that was the same day he got picked up. Okay, he met with China in the day, and they picked his ass up at night and brought him over to the United States. So I think right now is that signals a lot. To be honest, right? Why not? What's going on is the U.S. is trying to preserve the dollar because once I think oil, you could say, is the most valuable commodity in the world right now because you need it. We need it for the data centers. We need it for AI. So really, if you think about it, oil is the most valuable currency, along with rare earth minerals and all that stuff. Silver, gold, all those are pretty much at a high premium right now. So it changes the game a lot into economic world power because the U.S. now has control of oil supply. You need oil, you got to come to the U.S. Forget that, the people they put in office. That's just political. That's just to keep the locals at bay. You know what I mean? That's just to keep the locals at bay and not to agitate them. But we know who really, he told you, like Trump, this is the thing with Trump. You got, and I'm not a respecter of, don't take this the wrong way. Okay. But Trump is so arrogant. He will tell you what's going on. He not like Biden. He not like Obama. They used to be, oh, we're doing this for the people of Colombia and for them to stop being under the oppression of the regime and to stop the inflow of drugs. No. Once Trump gets what he wants, he's like, no, we're going to make a lot of money. Our company's going to make a lot. Our companies are going to make a lot of money, and it's our oil, and we're going to run your country. I was like, what the fuck? How you said? Now I would listen to that live. I was like, how the hell you gonna sit up there and say you gonna run somebody else's country? Like what? But hey, but he told us straight up what it is, and at the end of the day, I gotta respect that. Not that I approve of what's going on, because you got situations here that you need to take care of first before you sit up there and stuff like that. But then on the other hand, how are you? I mean, did he really, check China? Because China needs the oil too, because it's cold over there. So I don't know. Now somebody was saying about Taiwan. Well, since and this is a kind of unprecedented, yo. A country going into another country, and let me just say something. There wasn't any mass atrocities going on. Meaning what I mean, like genocides going on actively, as far as I know, over there in Venezuela. And as in past, I've seen the U.S. go into places where there's mass genocide or mass human rights or violations and stuff like that, and then they get involved. But it seemed like Venezuela was an okay country. You know what I mean? They weren't happy about the situation. I know it's a drug trade. I know it ain't the perfect place. But it seemed like the main motivation was this oil, right? So they were saying, and what I go back to say is that, like I said, it's unprecedented. And then on top of it, you take their leader on a damn helicopter, and then they're talking about how many times did that man change clothes? I would agree, because when I look back, I mean, he was in a blue thing, then he was in a Nike jumpsuit, then he changed it to something else. I'm like, well, why are they making that man change that clothes so much? I didn't understand that part. I would love to understand why they made him. And then What's up, Auntie Donna, baby? How you doing? Good to see you. And then they were treating him. It seemed like they were treating him so kind. That's weird to me. I don't know. They treat our U.S. prisoners worse than they damn treat him. Something was kind of off in the way they were treating him, you know. And then he gave up the thumbs up symbol. I'm like, what? I don't know. That was to like his people, but I don't know. He gave up like you just got taken. You and your wife. Now, mind you, his wife. I didn't think like his wife looked like that. Not that she looked bad. She looked kind of geeky. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. You know, I was like, it's interesting you married her, but love is love, whatever. So, but then you take this world. You could call him a. I mean, I won't say a world leader, but I mean he is got power. So you take this world leader on your plane, on your air, or whatever plane, helicopter, and bring him back over to the United States and put him in your jail. What? That's why I said that is crazy. But then they're saying, what is to make China not think that they can go into Taiwan, invade Taiwan, and take because Taiwan right now is the place because of Taiwan semiconductor, which makes all the chips for everybody, including Nvidia. So you know they're saying, hey, if the U.S. can do this, why can't maybe Taiwan get the same? I mean, China get the same idea and do that. And that's a good point, right? I mean, you kind of U.S. kind of opened the door for other nations to start doing this. To be honest, I mean, other countries, or whatever, to start doing it. So it might be a reciprocal effect of this. But like the state of being said, it put a big target on their back. It sure did, and it put lack of consideration for us to get any kind of consideration if somebody's ever to think twice about attacking us. I feel like just start thinking how crazy it would be if somebody got our leader and shipped them off to their jail. That would be insane, right? That would be absolutely insane. So yeah, I always said it was never about drugs. It was about the oil. Long time ago, because they're in need of energy. Energy is the big thing, and I don't think they want to go the nuclear option of building nuclear reactors to help with the energy shortage or whatever demand that's needed for AI in these data centers. They're pushing us to AI. I mean, let's just be honest. They just don't know how yet they can get the supply of energy they need. So, um, China definitely has an asset on Taiwan. China definitely think, oh, we playing that. I agree. I totally agree. It definitely puts that kind of play in everybody's head now. Oh, okay, we taking world leaders now. Okay, let's okay, we up the ante because I think a lot of people were restrained on. Oh, we have a normal way of doing things politically. We don't want to be seen as the bad guy because they're trying to put out this. If you've been on social media, they're trying to say, "Oh, that Maduro dancing was the and taunting the U.S. was the last straw for the U.S." and that's what I said. Bullshit, bullshit. I'm more belong to believe that Maduro was meeting with our world enemies, and they got wind of what these meetings were about, and they're like, you know what, we about to make a move. Let's make that move. Let's go, and that's what and they control it, and it was a G move right now, and this is what I want to tell y'all, because everybody's looking at what stocks to buy. Da, 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 da. I'm telling you right now, it's not about the stocks in 2026. It's going to be about the natural resources in 2026. If you control the natural resources, as we saw with the oil, and now you're about to see with the rare earth minerals and the gold and the silver and the copper, then you're going to be the ones that's going to position yourself up to thrive because that is what's going to catapult the economic stimulation that everybody's looking to take us to the next level that comes to AI. Let's just be honest. It's no longer about which stock. It's about going back to commodities and things like that. And right now, I don't think a lot of people's on that game because it's kind of foreign to us because we've been looking at what stock would this da da. No, it's going back to natural resources. Just to put y'all on because silver is going bazookas right now. Gold is too. But look at those things that are still growing. Copper, what is it called? Pandenium and stuff like that. Is what's up, girl? How you doing, Brixton, babe? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. So those things are what are increasing in value because in practicality, that is what is needed to produce where we want to go. So just think about it. You could do your research and you can see what I'm talking about is true because I do mine and regurgitate it back to you. All right, what's the other thing we're gonna talk about before we get into the mess that you absolutely cannot use? Please, if you've been thoroughly educated, feel free to thumbs up the live and send a just a dollar sign Sarah King Crown. Cause Auntie Donna, baby, let me tell you, girl, you were right on time. You were right on time with that platinum chat. So I appreciate that, child. Cause the thing with the phone has been an expensive affair, child. Ooh, child. Oh, anyway, all right. So let's see what else we got on the. Okay, Maduro. Okay, we're gonna go. We're gonna debut my new hit. I don't know if it's a hit or not. It's a nice bop. If you was here earlier, I told you about my motivation of the song about women, the abuse sector in the women reminded me of that, but also real world women. It's called Up in My Face. All right, up in my face. Why you up in my face? Get out my face. All right, we'll be right back.
Hey, hey. Why you playing in my face, in my face, in my face? Hey, 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 hey. Why you playing in my face, in my face, in my face? Hey, hey, hey. You tell me you my girl, but you telling all my business to that squirrel. I am like, what in the world? I know you were fake and phony when you said you were my homie. But for real, I know you jelly cause you lonely. You always bragging about my money. As a matter of fact, don't you owe me? Turn in my face, in my face, in my face. Yeah, yeah. I wish you keep it real, cause you need to seriously chill. I thought you were cool, but I see I'm the one being played for the fool. Telling my business from coast to coast. I had a feeling you were doing the most. All in my face, all in my face, all in my face, all in my face, all in my face. Now I wish you would turn into a ghost. And just that's a fear, cause I can't stand you being near. Boo, bye and goodbye, get from around me because you a fraud. Just get away from me. Ooh, Lord, all in my face, all in my face, all in my face, all in my face. Ooh, Lord, ooh, Lord, ooh, Lord. I can't stand them fries. Ooh, Lord, ay, 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 ay. Why you playing in my face, in my face, in my face? Ooh, Lord, ay, 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 ay. Why you playing in my face, in my face, in my face? Ooh, Lord. Why you playing in my face, in my face, in my face, in my face? Ay, 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 ay. Why you playing in my face, in my face, in my face? Why you playing in my face, in my face, in my face? Ay, 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 ay. Why you playing in my face, in my face, in my face? Ay, 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 ay. You tell me you my girl, but you telling all my business to that squirrel. I am like, what in the world? I know you were fake and phony when you said you were my homie. But for real, I know you jelly cause you lonely. You always bragging about my money. As a matter of fact, don't you owe me? Playing in my face, in my face, in my face. I wish you keep it real, cause you need to seriously chill. I thought you were cool, but I see I'm the one being played for the fool. Telling my business from coast to coast. I had a feeling you were doing the most. All in my face, all in my face, all in my face, all in my face, all in my face. Now I wish you would turn into a ghost and just disappear, cause I can't stand you being near. Boo, bye and goodbye, get from around me because you a fraud. Just get away from me. Ooh, Lord, all in my face, all in my face, all in my face, all in my face. Ooh, Lord, ooh, Lord, ooh, Lord. I can't stand them fries. Ooh, Lord, why you playing in my face, in my face, in my face? Ooh, Lord, why you playing in my face, in my face, in my face? Ooh, Lord, ooh, Lord, ooh, Lord.
All right, that's called In My Face. Also, hold on. I want to play this one. I told y'all I would play this the next one. I think it's the Dirty Little Pastor remix, but it's a rap version. The test says, "Come dance with me, child. I'll be tripping over your feet." Oh Lord! All right. Let me see if it's uploaded, and we'll Here we go. Is this it?
Dirty little passer.
All right. So that's just the remix of Dirty Little Pastor. I'm gonna play that real quick, and we'll be right back.
The dirty little passer. The dirty little passer. The dirty little passer has a mess greater than the rest. He scours the net trying to see who he can upset. He be so crass and really comes across as an ass. He says he has 7 degrees, but we sitting around scratching our head where they be. He be driving all day and be driving all night. We wonder if he is a lady of the night. Sometimes he can be so damn mean that his own dog slapped him cause he's acting like a queen. He said the boys be calling him daddy, but the way things are looking is just an old fatty. He be scamming, he be scheming, but we wonder when will he stop acting like a heathen. He be scamming, he be scheming, but we wonder when will he stop acting like a heathen. He be scamming, he be scheming, but we wonder when will he stop acting like a heathen. Sometimes he can be so damn mean that his own dog slapped him cause he's acting like a queen. Sometimes he can be so damn mean that his own dog slapped him cause he's acting like a queen. He says the boys be calling him daddy, but the way things are looking, he's just a no fatty. The dirty little passer, the dirty little passer, the dirty little passer, the dirty little passer. He says the boys be calling him daddy, but the way things are looking, he's just a no fatty. He be driving all day and be driving all night. We wonder if he is a lady of the night. He be driving all day and be driving all night. We wonder if he is a lady of the night.
All right, and we back, and we back. All right, so let's see what we want to talk about in the news that you absolutely cannot use. All right, so let's talk about Barney real quick. Now, if you didn't know, you heard about this woman Barney, child. Barney used to be over here in Avatar Nation. I don't know, she came from somewhere else too before, but Barney used to come be over here. You know, used to hit the panel every once in a while. But Barney seemed like somebody who was a level-headed person, you know, who likes to do a little trolling, which is fine. But seemed level-headed about their, I guess you could say, about their offline affairs. But I guess Barney now is hooked up with Rob Rack and's got herpes, allegedly. Let me get my damn thing out. Now, Barney, what the hell? I want to know, Barney, what the hell happened? Barney, what happened? Barney, what happened? Like, you go and hook up with Rob Rack? I thought you had some. I thought, like, Barney came across when she was over here is not stupid, not dumb. So for her to go mess with somebody, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe Rob Rack is one hell of a Casanova, and he know all the lines, you know. But I'm like, damn. I was just like, and then apparently there's a child in the fold of the situation. Listen, I ain't judging nobody's situation. I just wonder how the how the online translates into the offline. I really do. I really do, because I was just like, damn. But, you know, child. Woo! That's all I can say. I ain't trying to drag nobody. That's all I can say. I just had a comment on that because Barney was over here at one point, and now you over there with Rob Rack, child. I just don't. I don't know. Yeah. What happened, Barney? What happened, girl? All right, let's see what I'm talking about. Is Jay Wilson doing too much? Jay Wilson, you doing too much. You are absolutely doing too much. Okay? Jay Wilson is doing too much. Now he said he a professor and he just figured out how to use the sounds and the damn audio thing that we got in the back on YouTube StreamYard. You just figured that out? You just now, and mind you, it ain't nothing sophisticated. It ain't nothing elaborate. It come pre-populated. So it come with about 10 sounds pre-populated. Ooh, I love this. Ooh, I love this. Ooh, let me hear that one. Ooh, And he loved the police. It's interesting how his favorite sound is the police siren. How interesting. He got some kind of affinity for the law. The law, the law for the law. It's just some affinity, and he don't even know how to use it. It's like, bruh, really, I don't mess with that shit. I ain't never played one of them things. Once I heard it, I said, this is so childish. I said, where's Toys R Us? Where's the bounce house? Because it's so childish. I'm not using that. I'm not using that. But I mean, the feature is okay because it allows me to upload my damn music and play it for y'all. But other than that, I'm like, he love it. He like a kid in a candy store. Ooh, I love it. Ooh, I can interject it here, and ooh, I love it. I'm like. And the sad part about it is you just getting turned on to it. And it been there for about a good 6 months. Now, mind you, I remember when Pizarro first mentioned it, that's when it first happened. And she was the one, oh, I like this. Oh, I like this. Da, 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 da. And I'm like, Y'all so childish. But to have Jay Wilson come back 8 months later and now discover it, I'm like, are you a professor of what? Oh Lord, so that's annoying. And he was interjected that. Then he got the nerve to sit there, go off on somebody, start cursing. So first he was cursing on somebody, and I'm like, ooh, your mouth is just atrocious. Your mouth is just nasty, disgusting. And then he started comparing himself to YTC. Oh, YTC go off. Y'all don't say that. Yes, because YTC didn't take an oath of the cloth, fool. I'm never gonna sit up there and compare YTC and her going off to you. You sitting up there talking about religion, degrees, getting accepted to ASPCA, CPIA, CIA, Elemental P, QRST, Element LOV, all this stuff, UTI, and all that other stuff, all these different programs with all these different nouns and verbs and all this stuff, letters in front of them. But you're gonna sit up here and I got accepted to the Midwest, but I'm not gonna go. Fool, you knew you were not gonna go there in the middle. You think you're gonna leave all that San Antonio with your cheap ass to move to the Midwest? My equity, my equity in my home, my equity. You gonna leave all that. You driving almost damn near 2 hours to Austin or wherever you going for, and you live in San Antonio. What about Boo? What about Boo? You gonna tell Boo goodbye? You gonna tell Boo goodbye? Come on, you know you. But I did that to get some information, y'all. Okay, all right, you're lying ass. Um, yeah, but he be doing too much with that cursing. And then the other thing I was talking, he like to get bit. Now, who is sitting up there next to Jay Wilson after he got bit by Heidi? He just got bit by Heidi. Okay, just got bit. Now, I do believe there is some rumblings in the street that Heidi is going to think about putting on a show, trying to put on a show, whatever. And I'm like, that we already knew Heidi had her entrepreneurial television reality TV show endeavors. Okay, that's not nothing new. But her new beef was because Jay Wilson missed her birthday. I'm like, what? What? I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't get into people. I'm like, whatever. You can say because he didn't give you a tuna sandwich for all I care. I don't know, but I'm like, okay, whatever. So I think Heidi was very calculated in her entry. First of all, if you were really mad at Heidi, why the hell did you allow her to re-enter into the contest? That was the weirdest thing to me. I'm like, no, you not. Don't ever come back over here. Like, if I had really had an issue with somebody. Cause all my friends on YouTube, they only friends on YouTube. And so you allow her to be a co-host, and then she sit up there and put you in a WWE chokehold and say, "Oh, you show my picture on my banner again, I'm gonna strike you." Then she got money out of you, child. She finessed you. I don't know. That was weird as hell to me. So now he got Diamond Dory back up there. He got Diamond Dory back up there. And I was like, wait a minute. Diamond Dory sold you a 2-year lie. Diamond Dory had you believing that she was some big wig, highballing, Ivy League school lawyer. Boy, I say for a man for 7 degrees, you sure are dumb. You know how to get finesse. You know how to say, oh, you street smart. And no, you not. Because Diamond Dory pretended to be a damn lawyer from an Ivy League school and got close to you. Only for her to be right back over there with you again. And I'm like, what? I was like, what? I'm like, so you read it's gonna take something else for Jay Wilson to get bit again. It's like, do you ever learn? Anyway. You believe it? I believe it. Oh, you believe it was a fake beef? I think it might be a one-sided fake beef. But she's doing something. I think she's trying to get something to have it be some kind of footage of them, because she know Jay Wilson was about the coin. If I was Heidi, I would sit up here and get Jay Wilson all bothered, right? Recorded all that stuff for whatever show or project that she had, and then come back with him with the money. Oh, Jay Wilson, can we use your content from your show for such and such? You know he gonna go for it because he's all about money. And so that's crazy when people know their kryptonite. When people know your kryptonite, I said, oh, Jay Wilson, I know your kryptonite. Easy. Come up with a couple of bands, you'll be on bending knee. So yeah. Hello, Jewel says it was over the forgotten birthday. That was so yeah, it was over the forgotten birthday. So I'm like, nah, there's more to that. There's more to that. Bristol Baby says, uh oh. Bristol Baby says she was a lawyer in all sorts. He really propped her up as something special when she first came around. Dory played him like it sure did. And don't forget, Bristol Baby, Dory acted like she had got tickets to the football game, right? But come to find out that it was because her son was at the school or was on the team or something. So she acted like she a big baller, shot caller, right? Got the tickets for him, but it was only because when you on a team, you get a certain I forgot they call it, will call. So you get a certain amount of allotted tickets. So if you know anybody on, if you know anybody on coaching staff or something, they get a certain allotted tickets per game, and just go to will call and be like, oh, this is da 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 da, and then, but she finessed them on that too. I'm like, damn, Jay. Like, anyway. Hello, Jules says it was definitely not a fake news. She went on a tirade for weeks, dragging him. She is ridiculous. Well, I think Heidi got a plan. She's got something going on. She don't move, without I feel without a plan. But yeah, and they Jay Wilson over there talking about Josh, her husband. Yeah, he gotta support her, even though he really liked me. He gotta support her because that's his woman. Oh, okay, all right. I don't know. It's just people are so. Yeah. Jay Wilson, have you ever looked yourself in the mirror? It's got to be something about you. And then he's like, "Oh yeah, I was with Honest Road, and it was this lesbian." First of all, I think lesbians find that kind of offensive. To be honest, to be kept called a lesbian. Okay. But yeah, he was like, yeah, I'm with Honest Road, and these were lesbians that saw us, and they came over and they asked us we were together. I'm like, you know what? I was like,
Something, 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 something just ain't right. It just ain't right.
so they thought y'all were together. And then you said no. And then the lady said, oh, yeah, well, I could hook him up or something. And I'm like, that just sounds so cringeworthy. It would just sound so cringeworthy. It did. It's just like, so what you trying to say? Jay Wilson thinks that he can still pull at the old age, run around looking like a damn prune. I literally, listen, y'all, I was watching the news and I saw Randy Jackson last night. Do y'all know who Randy Jackson is from American Idol? I was like, what the hell? Who is that? Randy Snackston, because it looked like all he been eating is snacks. Like he done slimmed down. I was like, no, that's the Gobi. That's what that was Journal. So then I'm watching the news and I got scared. I thought Jay Wilson was there on my damn TV, but it was no other than Al Sharpton. I was like, what the hell? Because they got that same sunk in the face look. I was like, oh no. I was like, oh no. I listen, it was Al Sharpton, y'all, and they got that same sunken in the face look. That's why I thought it was Jay Wilson on my TV screen. I said, what he doing there? But thank God it was but yeah, oh my God, yeah. So yeah, but he still think that he could pull. I'm daddy could pull. Daddy what? Daddy need to sit your ass down somewhere for somebody to pull a prank on your ass and take your motherfucking wallet. Watch. Jay Wilson go sit around here and mess around one of them YNs. One of them YNs. Okay, and not know he think he know everything because he been on this earth forever. But he gonna mess around one of them YNs and they gonna run a new school game on his ass that he ain't never seen before. And he gonna be sitting over there trying to run that damn wallet that declined at McDonald's. You sit your ass down, Jay Wilson. Okay, try to Daddy Kapoor. Who even says that? Daddy Kapoor. Over there looking like a mixed bearded mastiff. Your dad, your own dog don't like it slapping you in the face. Probably saying your breath stinks. Y'all gotta go back and look at that clip. It's on my community wall, and I analyzed it, honestly. Hey, when Jay Wilson starts talking, right? That's when like he opened his mouth, that's when Lyric slapped his ass. Because Lyric said, I don't want to smell that. I don't want to smell that. Just look at it. Just look at it. It's on my community wall. When he start opening his mouth, Lyric's like, shut up. How your dog even swipe you? Oh Lord. Anyway. All right, so that's what I gotta say about Jay Wilson. Okay, how I'm doing on time, child. Um, okay, Captain, sit your ass down. Captain, sit your ass down. Let me say it one more time. Catherine, sit your ass down. I was listening to some of YTC, and Catherine up there talking about because some prayer happened, and the lady, I guess it was a mass audience, or and the lady said Agent Orange, right? And Catherine was like, "Oh, she shouldn't have said that in the middle of a prayer." And I'm like, "What?" God says respect all people, and I'm like, yo, but like that same person that you asked to be respected is not being respectful of all. Like he doesn't carry himself with the dignity that keeps him off limits of being said Agent Orange during the prayer. And Catherine, if you ever been to a black church, the pastors are very shady during their prayers. They're like, "Oh, please pray for Angela. That sister come to church, but never have no money. And bless her 2026 with a band with abundance, so that she can bless us with that abundance that you give us, Lord. Because we tired of her passing the collection plate and being broke. Because being broke ain't no joke for Angela." How many times we ever seen that in the church? So now you sitting up here saying that nobody can't call on him Agent Orange doing a prayer. Girl, get out of here. And the way you was defending that man, you think that man was a champion of human rights and morality and fairness. And I was just like, Catherine, you sometimes got choked. Girl, you're like a morality elevator. Your morality go up and down depending on what it is and who it's on. I was just like, oh my God, like Catherine, sit your ass down. Like, don't like everybody was dogging your ass out. So it was wrong to call him Agent Orange. But would you would have really want us to call him like what? Anyway, I had a comment on that. I did. He said, "Hey, I was diabetic." Yeah, I know. Oh, let's say AI. Sorry. You been out diabetic. Sorry. I'm like, hey, I'm diabetic. I was like, okay, I guess so. But hey, you been out. I understand that. I understand that. But Jay Wilson has never come to the forefront and said he is diabetic. Jay Wilson's come to the forefront and said that he can't stop eating. Okay, and he has an issue with getting full. Okay, that's what he can. Now, if Jay Wilson said he was diabetic and he was taking oh, okay, I can understand that. But he ain't never said that. He ain't never said that. He ain't never said he had diabetes. He got diabetes. He lied all the damn time, but no, he ain't never said he had diabetes. But I understand what you're saying. Pastor and his shrapnel wrinkled face. Yeah, yeah, which he injected I don't know, some plastic in to keep it straight, child. Catherine do be 2 business days late, not knowing the ships are already left the dock. Yeah, and be very adamant about it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Does she know everything? Oh, you should have. Oh. Okay, yeah, I know y'all want to talk about. We're gonna talk about Simon in a minute. We're gonna talk about Simon because something ain't sitting right with me about that. Treecey banded it in. Treecey is banding it in. Like I said, I don't even watch Treecey no more. I think Treecey also fooked with Rob Rack. Treecey also fooked. Now, Kwani was going off the other day. Now, Kwani, I'm going to talk about you because you are a content creator, okay? As you like to say. I don't know what that lady issue is. You can't say nothing about Kwani, right? Or she gets mad, right? But Kwani was over there doing commentary about first he was on Ilona Spears and all that shit. But Treecey fooked Rod Rack or whatever. So Kwani was saying that Treecey need to go get tested. Treecey needs to go get tested because she don't know what's going. She should know what's going on, but she needs to go get tested. And Noble maybe needs to go get tested too because he was over there licking all up and down Treecey too. Oh Lord, that's nasty to even say. Ugh. Yeah, so Kwani was going off about that. So, but Treecey is banded it because Beans and Cornbread said that Treecey It's banned. I don't know if beans and cornbread was really frying things up and being over facetious, but she was saying that Treecey is banded it from staying in hotels. But it might be that Red Roof Inn or whatever they was in because of that situation that occurred with Rob Rat. Okay, because I find it hard to believe that they gonna have a database in every well they could, but in every hotel abandoning you. But that's based on beans and cornbread that she abandoned it, and she said that it was they heard it when somebody called in live or something to one of the hotels that she banded it. I mean, Treecey should be banned. That is a situation that's sad. And you hear rumors about people being unsanitary and not clean, but we seen it. We seen it. We seen it. We seen it. And then you admit that somebody peeing on you. Mm. Yes, I said what I said. I said what I said. Captain Powell, you sit up there talking about that man should be called no damn Agent Orange doing a prayer. Um, Obviously somebody sent the bat signal, but Catherine, that's why she dropped down. Like a paratrooper. Um, yeah, we seen it, and it's just like, what is your legacy gonna be? And then Jay Wilson went on to lament, Lord have mercy. Jay Wilson went on to lament about Mark knowing Treecey. How Treecey tried to sit up there and try to get with Mark. I'm like, Jay Wilson, why don't you just leave that in the back burner? Like, leave that in the stove, leave that in the cabinet, leave that in the garage. Why do you keep bringing that up? I would never, ever, 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 ever let anybody know that Treecey and Mark knew each other. I'll be like, no, no, that's the wrong Treecey. That's the Treecey that used to live in San Antonio 5 years ago. I would never let people know that. He'd be like, yeah, 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 they sure did. Yeah. And I'm like, but you ain't no pride. Like, you ain't got no pride for Mark. You got a lady that's saying so what was Mark doing? What would Mark would have done? Peed on trees? Oh my God, just shut up, Jay. What's something like, wow? Anyway. Anyway. What else I want to talk about real quick? What else we got to talk about? Whew, Lolo. So Lolo is saying, based on what I've heard, Lolo's having regrets about telling Lemon that her mother passed away. Well, Lolo, hello, that's what you get for being slow. You don't tell that boy nothing. He uses anything and everything just to talk. Like talking is water for him. He needs to do it in order to maintain his equilibrium. So now you having regrets? First of all, I don't think your family would even like Lemon, to be honest. I don't think they would like him. I don't think they would like his antics. I just don't feel that way. And then if they ever to find out how he manipulated and used that whole storyline regarding your mother's situation, they probably beat his ass. But I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna move on real quick from that. But I had to sit there like that. No, no, be careful what you tell people to tell. But yeah. Anyway. Hello. Oh, I thought you were talking about some hallelujahs. All right. Let me. What other action items I got real quick? Simon. 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 How old was that video? It said 20 years old. Now people thinking that video with Simon is like from AI and all that other stuff. No, but I'm thinking about that was the time in which they were putting faces on people, I think. But Simon, I don't think that last one with them the high heel with them kicks were them ceiling kicks. Them ceiling kicks, that wasn't no damn. I don't think that was no superimposed, whatever they used to call that shit back in the day with the Terminator and stuff, where the Terminator face used to be human. It wasn't called AI, but it was called something else. I don't think that was you. Now I know the other ones was what they had. I don't know what that was. Two heads you were holding up, but Simon, I think that was you all dressed up. I think because I was telling people, I said they sure as hell got that cheerleader. I said Simon spent more money on that cheerleader outfit than he did the whole production. I said he spent more money on that cheerleader outfit than boots. Them boots. I don't think the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders got boots like that. Them some high heel boots. He spent more money on that damn cheerleading outfit than he did that whole damn production. And then everybody talking about the kicks. Now everybody talking about, oh, Grown was laying in the bed because he would have broken his back if he did what Simon did. Simon, what's up with the kicks, bro? You damn near kicked the whole damn sprinkler system. That kick was so damn high. You was gonna have to pay them an insurance policy for the place that you did that shoot at because you almost kicked a hole in that damn ceiling. I'm just telling you. Where Kwani at? Kwani, where you at?
Something, 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 something just ain't right. It just ain't right.
It ain't right. But I guess you wanted to live your fantasy of being a cheerleader, and you definitely got it in that video. Hmm. Something ain't right about that. Something ain't right about that. I don't know. But that's you 20 years ago. 20 years ago? Woo. 20 years ago. This about 2 years. No, 20 years ago. He said, "Oh, I knew it still, and I was Sade, and I'm like, well, did they see you? Like, were you the same person? I don't know. Child, that's just all weird to me. That's all weird. And him and Diane Dory getting together. Now Diamond Dory supposed to be having a baby, girl. But y'all leave these babies alone. Brooke already took that storyline. Leave it alone, Diamond Dory. Okay, leave that. Go say you having an alien baby. Okay, and the father is AI, and then AI has a crash, and therefore the baby never happened. Do something like that, then we can think it's more believable because you and Simon coming together. Woo! Anyway, all right. What's the other thing I got to talk about real quick? Um, Camera slips. Okay. So let's talk about this, child. I was thinking about should my next song be Camera Slips? I was thinking Camera Slips. Now Hershey, you got some damn nerve to be over there on Jay Wilson's talking about somebody cam up, cam up. They always talking shit till they ain't cam up. But Hershey, your cam up was not voluntary. We never thought what Hershey was or what Hershey looked like. You know, we didn't know what that was. And then you had that situation when you didn't know how to work your phone or your phone got tired of you. Said, okay, this is the truth, bitch. You know, you got some nerve to sit up there and tell people, oh, you ain't done it. You ain't showed your face. Who are you? You ain't nobody. You ain't nobody until you show your face. Like you like the pioneer of showing yourself. The way you going around her, she calm it down. Calm it all the way down. Because the way you carry yourself over there on Jay Wilson, as if you like the pioneer or the ambassador of non avatars or showing your true authentic self. Because girl, Hershey, we knew if your camera cam up, as if that's what you were all about from the beginning. Like, come on. I heard that. I was like, girl, really? And then when they do can't challenge you to a cam up, you don't even cam up. What? You said make a song, Michi Black. I'm gonna make a song. But see, I think they can hear me. The thing is pulsating. I ain't gonna do that to her, but I'm gonna make a song though. I'm gonna make a song. I'm gonna make a song. I'll make a song. I love that Bertha May owned it and made it her profile picture. Well, they were trolling Bertha May today. They were trolling that person that popped up on J. Well, that wasn't Bertha May. That was somebody trolling as Bertha May. But like I say, I think God Bertha May didn't like her avatar look. I like, ooh. But she didn't look like that. So Bertha May for the win. To be honest, that's Bertha May for the win. To be honest, I didn't see nothing wrong with Bertha May camera slip. It is what it is. Okay, it is what it is. So yeah. So that's all I got for y'all. I'm thinking about making a song, but see, in that song, I'm putting names to it. So I'm putting names to it. If I make a camera slip song, I'm putting names to it. Okay, I got some people. Oh, that's what I need to do. So I'm thinking about going on my community wall, and I'm gonna put it all. I'm gonna ask y'all to put all the camera slip victims list all the camera slip victims so they can make the song. That's what I think I'm about doing, to be honest. Because I'm like, I only know a few. We know Dory. We know Dory when they caught her with them teeth. We were like, what is that? Um, Bertha May, Hershey, and then who else? So, um, so I'm that's what I'm thinking about camera slips. That's what I'm thinking. All right. If you want to, feel free to send a gesture, child. Let me see. Other than that, that's all I got for you. I'm gonna drop the link real quick in case anybody got any other want to express any other questions or concerns. But I'm telling y'all right now, 2026, just see how this plays out because there's a lot of shenanigans going on. So just don't be caught off guard. I told you about that. I still got that stuff I bought from Walmart when I told you when I thought they were gonna have a flood the Walmart when they had that SNAP situation. If you don't SNAP, you can't buy no more. In 6 states, and then they plan to expand it. We're pretty much nationwide where you can't buy no junk food if you on SNAP. So they about to get rid of that. So no chips, no soda. So yeah. You said they aren't victims; they survivors. Oh, we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, shit. Treecey was a camera slip victim too, child. That's how we saw that teapot. We saw that teapot under her bed. You got a teapot under your bed. Mm. And look at your head. Child, that's when we saw the teapot, and then we saw that her hair was all matted and stuff like that. That's crazy. Hello, Jules says that wasn't her. SMH the trolls are out of hand. Yeah, that wasn't her. Queen Sanity. I don't know about that one. I'm gonna try to really keep it. To be honest, I'm really gonna try to keep it beef sector. I ain't really gonna try to include nobody from no other sectors because I don't know how they, people from different areas play by different rules and they are different sensitivity levels. So I ain't got no time. I go with what I know on like lemon. So yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to keep it strictly beef sector. So. All right, what's up, Trademark Force? You said yes, do a camera slip song. All right, I'm gonna try to do one. So we'll see. Ron P says yes. I thought it was her too. She got me. Well, listen, Jay Wilson. I thought he was about to get P-bomb because when a person came up, they said, "Oh, the one and only, the one and only." I'm like, oh, okay. And then Jay Wilson, like he didn't hear her or something, and he was trying to confirm it was her. So he said, "Bertha May, is that you?" And she's like, "Yeah, the one and only." I said, "Oh, he about to get got because that was like, oh, they playing a clip." But no, it was that person. It was that troll. So I'm like, oh Lord, Jay Wilson. Anyway, um, yeah. So that's about it, y'all. That's all I got. If you want to, please feel free to send a gesture to $Search and Cal. It'd be tremendously appreciated. Other than that, that's all I really know in the YouTube streets for what's going on, for what I can surmise, because things change every damn day. You know what I'm saying? Rennie T says, SK, have you thought about reviewing any of your epic videos from Tofu Alley? I've been replaying them, and those videos are hilarious. So you know what, Rennie T, I was not thinking about what you were saying in terms of replaying, but I was thinking of the fact that a lot of people tell me, like, man, I go back to your videos and watch them. I go back to your lives and watch them. I have not thought about that. I haven't because don't take this the wrong way, Rennie T. Me as the content creator, it's totally different as you as the creator. So I look at some of my lives, yeah, but I will never be able to look at it from the vantage point that you have, right? Because I'm in the middle of it. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense. It's like I'm the creator of the show, so I would never have that vantage point as you. But yeah, I do look at those sometimes, especially as I go back and look at stuff. I'm like, damn. I like, what we had was really special and it was organic, right? It wasn't nobody on the payroll. It was nothing like that. It was just really organic. And all that was really put into play was creativity, forethought, and just, willing participants, you know. And we had something special. We really did. I don't think what anybody does to this day could ever surpass that Avatar Nation moment. And I'm gonna stand on that 100 till this. And I'll give props where props are due, but I don't see that. I don't see that at all. I don't see that. Hello.
Sir King,
Oh, what's up? What's up, Urban Legend? Oh, how you doing? Good to
what
see you.
what's going on, big dog? Shout out to the nation out there.
Not much. Just getting over my phone ordeal. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I your commentary about customer service today
Ooh.
was right on point. Right.
Jesus.
My customer service has been bad in the US for a while.
Hmm.
Used the past I don't know, maybe 20 years. It's gone down, down, and down. You know, businesses just don't teach people how to treat people anymore.
Yeah. And I think also you can't take pride in your job when your job don't really even make it possible for you to live on that one income.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So I think a lot of that comes from that. Like they ain't paying me. I can barely pay my bills on this job. So how you gonna take pride in something that barely cares about you? You know?
Right, bingo. And you know who has the best customer service? And I think most people will agree with this. Is Chick-fil-A.
Mm. Mhm.
Have you do you go to
Yeah,
Chick-fil-A?
I agree. I just can't get on with their phone. They food. They food don't do nothing for
Oh,
me.
you don't like that?
Nah, I don't, man. I went, I tried it, and I'm like, oh, okay, all right. But
Really?
I mean, yeah. It's just
You
no.
didn't like anything on the menu at all at Chick-fil-A?
I tried their fries. I tried they what they known for their chicken sandwiches. I
Yeah.
just didn't. Yeah, and I gave them more than one try. So yeah.
Wow. I like their fries, and well, I would admit though, it was a long time before I actually tried Chick-fil-A.
Hmm.
But relatively recently, like the past few years. But their fries are really good, and their chicken sandwiches I felt were actually really good. But what caught me from the very beginning was they're extremely well trained when it comes to customer service. Like you feel like you're being paid attention to, given they're intentionally giving you good customer service.
Hmm.
Tell that they're all extremely well trained. So
Yeah,
for
I agree. I agree. I mean, I agree to that point. Yeah, but I mean, I would if their food was something that I liked, I would continue to go back. But I just there's something that I just don't that just doesn't gel with me in their food. That's all.
what's your preferred fast food spot?
To be honest, I really have cut fast food out just because
Mhm.
you can taste the chemicals in them. You know, so I just don't really do that. If I'm going to eat out, I go to a restaurant.
Yeah,
You know, so
I like I mean, I put it in the fast food category. Can you hear me fine?
yeah, I hear you.
The Subway. Subway is my spot. That's what I can call my fast food. I do have a I do have an affection for Popeyes. I do like Popeyes. I know it's not healthy, but uh,
Yeah.
I do love the chicken sandwich. Popeyes chicken sandwich is really good. It's
Mhm.
a big thing for Popeyes. So Popeyes will be up there when I want to, have a cheat day.
Right.
But primarily, I just hit Subway or any kind of fresh sub places. There's other
Mhm.
places. Subway.
No, I agree. I agree with you on that. I totally agree.
What the heck is going on with Barney? I remember Barney.
Yes, I don't know. I really don't know, and that is why I, included her in my commentary because when she was over here, she seemed very level-headed. To the fact that you will hook up with someone with Rob Rat. You know,
Yeah,
I
bingo.
mean, if Barney hooked up with Ghetto Internet, I can understand that, but Rob Rat. So yeah.
You know what? I always felt like Barney was West Coast Valley girl, private
Mhm.
type. Turns out she's more like Felicia from Friday.
Yeah, yeah. It's time changes people. That's why they say you never really know anybody, right? Because I never would have thought she would be in that situation, knowing his documented history. It's one thing to say somebody has a rumor, but to know what he did and to see it, huh,
Yeah, it's a crazy story, man. Just thinking back about, people that I remember from the pandemic, I never would have imagined that scenario at all.
Yeah, I agree. Hold on one
Yeah.
second. Somebody calling me. Hold on one second. I don't know who that is, so I gotta ignore them.
I caught your commentary about Maduro and that situation.
Mm-hmm.
What I can say is that I agree that our enemies are definitely watching, always watching, and definitely emboldened by what they're seeing. Like China, like the Ukraine. They're scratching their chin, like, what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Mm-hmm.
So it sets a precedent. This is
Oh
gonna
yeah.
be this is gonna be a fascinating year in terms of politics and histories. I think it's also going to be a very chaotic. You know, the chaos seems to be ramping up. Um, it's going to be a chaotic year. This is going to be. I think this is going to be an explosive year. A lot of surprises. A lot of surprises.
Oh, I agree. I think with this, what he did, he changed the game in terms of uh what you call warfare or diplomatic relations more. You just don't go in somebody's country, take their leader, and bring them to your country. No, usually they take them to an island or something, but they took them straight to one of our premier cities. I'm like, okay, all right,
Yeah, his style. We talked about this before, but his style is. He's not a diplomat. He's not seasoned in politics and diplomacy. So, if you can imagine I guess I have to be careful about what I say, but um, you know, he's not seasoned in diplomacy, so he just kind of calls it like he sees it. Kind of like a casino boss. This is what I'm gonna do.
yeah,
So I wanted to there was something else you said that I wanted to touch on. Well, I wanted to ask you a question. So I have gotten a few clips about this Lady Snoop and this potential new reality show. What's your
yeah.
perspective?
I heard about that. That that news came out when I was dealing with my phone situation, so I didn't really hear it. And then I also saw like she hid the video or something, so I
Mhm.
wasn't really able to really see that. I know it was tied to King Pain.
Right, right.
And then I heard that they're maybe trying to use Lemon and maybe another version and some other people in another version of that show. But
Hmm.
and that was her whole goal of showing that, maybe to prove to Lemon that it is possible. But I
Hmm.
don't know. That's me just speculating, to be honest.
Yeah, I was aware of King Payne's show, and I think there's some. Well, at least he shows that he could follow through and actually develop something and follow all the way through with it. I think that if he combines all the sectors, there's a lot of sectors now that are watching the B sector. You got the mommy sector, you got the Mo3 sector, you have the black sector, you have the Umar sector. There's another sector a lot of people aren't aware of that is made up of people that were on talk shows during daytime talk shows. Like what's the guy that does "You Are the Father"? What's his name? Uh, the one that does the paternity test.
Um, what's his
Somebody
name?
in the chat.
Jerry
Somebody in the
Springer.
chat.
Jerry Springer.
No, 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 no. Somebody in the chat. Who's the daytime TV talk show host who does the you are the father, you are not the father paternity test? The heck is his name?
Oh, William Caruthers.
Who?
William.
It's not like you said William Carruthers.
Yeah, William Carruthers. I call him Caruthers. William Caruthers, Carruthers. Yeah,
No,
it's a
no,
Mari.
the
Mari.
white guy,
Mari.
Maury,
Yeah.
right? Bingo, right. So there's actually a sector made up of ratchet people that were on various daytime talk show hosts like Maury, Jerry Springer as well. There's a YouTube sector of people that were particularly with Maury. A lot of them come from Maury. So
Mm.
there's actually a YouTube sector like that, and they are also in and out on watching the B sector. So I think if you combine all those sectors, maybe snag a couple of people from Big O, I think that you know B sector probably will be headliners and something like that that it would work. Oh, the Atlanta street sector is another thing that's been kind of spliced with the B sector. So all those sectors combined, I think it could be probably a really good show. It was put together right. It was put together right. Big Brother style, I think, would be the best way to do it. Would be Big Brother style.
Yeah, man, I give my shouts out to the person who's in charge of all them personalities because I couldn't deal with that. I
Yeah, that's
couldn't deal with that. I'm sorry, I just couldn't. Mm-mm.
right. Yeah, that's a lot of
No
work.
matter no matter what the financial return was, because you know they gonna come back at you after the show is over and want to sue and all that other stuff. I just like,
Yeah, paperwork's got to be right. And I think if you just do it straight to YouTube, you can set up a pay-per-view service. I think it could potentially get some attention. Maybe to be picked up by someone else. But I think if you did it on your own, kind of like King Payne did, that it could be a success, especially if you combine all those sectors. There's a lot of hilarious people. If you look at all those various sectors, there's a lot of hilarious people.
I agree, but the thing
A
is, can
lot of
they keep their
characters.
mouth
A lot of
closed?
characters.
Can they keep their mouth closed? That's the thing. Yeah, they want to tell Eric. They want to get they great break from breaking news and then breaking your show. Ain't that how what that boy did? Shamar, he was supposed to be on site, and he ruined the whole show because he like told everything before it was
Mm.
So yeah.
Yeah, your paperwork's got to be right. Also, you got to be skilled at producing the show. Like what you just mentioned, you've got to make sure that people know not to leak stuff. And if you find out that people are leaking things, you got to remove them
But
from the cast. But you
that's
got to
so
manage them.
yeah. That just means you got to outsmart them. Like you
Yeah,
got to, you know what I mean? Yeah, you got to be one of them and outsmart them.
right. You need a really good producer to manage all that. A skilled producer that can kind of see around corners and manage all that so the show can actually take off and none of the surprises are ruined.
The way that would work is all having them come in, tell them to shut up, don't say nothing, and then isolate them for 3 days. No access to your phone. Let your mama, let your baby daddy know, let your grandma know you're gonna be out of communication for 72 hours. And do
Hmm.
all the filming, all the drama that you need in that, and have you at least 4 episodes. So if you need to come back, you can. And if you don't, you don't. But yeah, that's the only way that will work. So
Yeah, I agree. I think you'd actually make a great producer, SK. So
oh hell no. These people very vindictive. They'll be coming at me for 3 years after the show because they finally got picked up and now they can't get a job because of their behavior. No, 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 you ain't gonna get me. I pass. Mm-mm.
but yeah, the combination of all not the Atlanta street sector, was actually kind of formulated by a B sector, regular. So I think that all roads lead to the B sector. So I think that could actually be, very well put together with the right investors. So
Hmm.
listening, that would, I think that could
Well,
actually.
I agree. I agree with Ron P. But I feel like you got to give them 3 stacks. So you have 12 people. That's 36,000 that you have to because obviously money motivates and
Mhm.
also it may also force them to comply. So 3,000, you know, I think would be enough to get them flued out in 72 hours of their life for you to work with. But money definitely, you're right. The whole thing, why whole Ty situation didn't pop off, and I feel Ty's situation would have popped off, and I'm not gonna call the lady cheap because I don't know what her balance sheet looked like. But
Mhm.
the reason why it didn't pop off was because she didn't pay them. They were mad that they didn't get no compensation. And if they had
Right.
gotten compensation, even 1K would have shut them up.
Yeah. I mean, we talked about this before, but that's where a skilled producer comes in. You've got to be open about what they're to expect. Typically, for all your reality shows that are on television, there's no pay in the beginning until they get picked up. I'm talking about a
Mm-hmm.
pilot, but there is a stipend. There's a stipend, and it generally runs anywhere from 600 to 1K per month.
Mm-hmm.
And that's if they have a budget. But outside of that, a lot of people will do anything for clout. So I think B sector wise, people were probably trying to. I think some of the old school B sector would want some money, but I think some of the new players we have coming in would do it simply for the clout. Even if it's just to blow their YouTube.
I agree. I agree.
Paying for meals, paying for hotels, that stuff is standard. Paying for the flight to the location. Do something with a mansion, Big Brother style. I think that would actually be hilarious. You include all those characters I just mentioned from all those sectors, even a few people from the Bigo sector.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be hilarious and potentially get picked up.
I agree. Well, Urban, I got a hard stop in 3 minutes, so I got to get up out of here. But I definitely appreciate your insight and perspective and hitting the link. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. I want to wish a happy and prosperous New Year's to everybody out there in the nation.
Same to you. Same to you. If I come back tonight, feel free to hit the link. I appreciate your insights. So definitely be
All
on the
right.
lookout for that. But ain't no guarantee. But I'm just letting you. I may come back tonight. So we'll see.
No problem. No problem. Shout out to the nation. Talk to you later, SK.
So you too. Thank
All
you,
right.
Urban. Y'all, that's the one and only Urban Legend, formerly known as Urban Critic. Always appreciate his insight. So y'all, like I said, I got to go. Please don't stop the live. I think to be honest, Urban is right. We do need a seasoned person to maybe take this to the next level. And I think it can. I think we have a lot of talented people in all facets. We have many people that can sing and lie and scam. So I think, yeah, that kind of show would be great for this area. So yeah, so I think that, but I think it'll take the right person because you got to deal with these personalities. But money is a motivator. So, but with that being said, thank you for your excellent participation, Diva D. Thank you also for the gesture associated with the platinum chat along with Auntie Donna. Because child, like I told you, that phone situation has been really something. But before I go, I want to go back to Rennie T's comments about what we did, and I'm glad people are still going back to Avatar Nation and looking at those videos because what we did was truly something I don't see being replicated. I see people trying to replicate it, but they're failing on all efforts to do so. So to have people still go back and look at Avatar Nation Tofu Alley, like that's just enough. You know what I mean? Because it really was a production. It really was a show. There was thought that was put into it. It wasn't just, oh, let me hit my live button, talk 15 minutes, and drop the link and hope somebody hit it. Or paying somebody to come up. No, I didn't pay nobody to come up. And as you know, Lemon didn't even get paid because I couldn't afford to pay somebody. The worst thing is to create an expectation for someone and not being able to deliver. And I never wanted to create that expectation. Hey, I'll pay you. And then when I wasn't able to pay, then there'd be an issue. So, and I don't regret that business model to this day because it kept things authentic and it kept things the way it was supposed to be, genuine. So, um, so yeah, I'm glad people still are watching that and enjoying it because I think the best thing I did was put the rules in place because people could get turned off to your content. And really, I don't want sick people watching my shit. You know what I mean? Like if I'm sitting up there entertaining stuff that could be done to disabled people and babies and elderly, then what kind of person am I? What does that say about me? So you can still have the slick shade, you can still have the jokes and stuff, but there has to be a limit. That's what I feel. So, but thank you, Rennie T, for that compliment. I appreciate that, and that's why I let those videos roll. Y'all can watch them as much as y'all want to. Go ahead, they'll be there until YouTube change their policy. They will be there, so you can download them and play them, so that 20 years from now, you know what entertainment, organic entertainment, because I do fear that AI is going to really fuck shit up because I'm watching stuff on these social media platforms and like that's scary. I can't really tell if that didn't happen or if it did happen. And there's little nuances you can tell when it's AI, but it's so good that to an untrained eye, you would think that it really happened, and that's scary. You know, like I saw something where a player punched the referee. Now, if I was that player involved in that, I would be livid because that's not my character. But yeah, it's going to get kind of murky here in a little bit with the AI situation. Rennie T says it was such a good time. It was a fun time. It was an organic time. Like people, I never prearranged for anybody to hit the link. Right. Unless something was really focused on somebody, I never did that. So, and you know, I kept my relations. Nobody was protected. Nobody was protected. The whole situation with Dimples because she wanted to protect. I'm like, no. Nobody was protected. So, and we try to make fun of the moment. And like, if you got too disrespectful, what happened? You got flushed. You got flushed. And then somebody want to take credit for saying, let me tell you something. If you say a word, and I still to this day that shit gets on my nerves. Like, let me give you an example. Cash Money wish they would have trademarked bling bling. To this day, they wish they would have trademarked bling bling. But they never thought bling bling will blow up. So they don't own the rights to bling bling. Somebody else owns the rights to bling bling. You know what I'm saying? It's like if somebody catches on and seizes a word that somebody says, that's on your ass. Somebody said flush. I think that's how it happened. And I took it and I just improvised on that shit. You didn't find the gift. You didn't find the track. You didn't go with the gift. You didn't make the clip. You did nothing to that. You know? So that's but that's just some history. Well, Avatar Nation, you know, those who are around know that. You know what I mean? Like that's like me going to Detach and say, oh, we detachable. And then Detach coming back and like, well, no, you took my name and said detachable and you made it part of your show. And I'm gonna be looking at what? And that's pretty much the situation with the flush. But with that being said, I got to go. I got to get up out of here. Y'all take care. Remember to be the change you want to see in the world. We will hopefully maybe see you later if anything kicks off. But until then, be thankful, be grateful you made it to 2026. Please stay abreast of this news because you're not going to hear the end of that situation in Venezuela. There's two things that I really feel the result is not going to be great. Let me tell you why, and I'm going to go. You never invade a country and say that you're going to run it. You're going to immediately get the disdain of the locals. We're there for oil. We already made that imperative, right? You come to my place, you take my oil, I'm not going to like you, right? And then on top of that, if you left a political power keg to develop. So if anarchy ensues, that's still going to come back on us. And I don't feel the Trump administration is about humanitarianism. So they're not going to sit over there and turn over the oil and let the people run the country as they see fit. That's not our government's MO. So be on the lookout for stuff to kind of blow up a little bit. You know, I hate to say that, but just look on that. So thank you for the compliment. Detached. Appreciate that. And I think somebody else gave a compliment, but thank you as well for your compliment. I'm about to get up out of here. We're going to end out on one of our tracks real quick. Let's see which one we're going to end out on. I feel like ending on an upbeat note, so we're going to end on our dance track. Okay, here we go.
want to be. Forget their expectations for your relations and their opinions, because they are just minions. Take your soul and let it grow. Dance to the beat before you strive to compete. Live this night carefree. Do like the army says and be all you can be. Be your cheers if you just had a cold beer. Let this night be safe so you can see how great life can be. So you can see how great life can be. Can be. Can be. Dance that body to the ground. Dance that body to the ground. All the way to the ground. As you enjoy the night and show the world that you are carefree, 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 carefree. As you enjoy the night and show the world that you are carefree, 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 carefree. Be all you can be. Be all you can be. Because you are number one and not the two or three. Not the two or three. Number one, number one. You are number one. Carefree, carefree, carefree. Number one, you are number one. Carefree, carefree, carefree. You are number one.
All right, y'all. I'm out of here. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a great day. Be the change you want to see in the world. Please don't hit the live as you exit. And I will talk to y'all soon. Bye, y'all.